Welcome back. My name is Barak Ochieng from Group 4, and the topic of discussion is linguistics. Linguistics in history. First, get the definition of linguistics in history. Linguistics in history is the study of how languages have evolved and influenced human societies over time. Linguists examine ancient texts, language changes, and the development of languages to understand cultural, social, and historical aspects of different societies. It's a valuable field for tracing the roots of languages, language families, and the role of language in shaping human history. That's the definition of linguistic in history. Then we are going through the background of linguistics. The study of linguistics has a rich history dating back to ancient times. Here is a brief overview of the background of linguistics. First, we have the ancient roots. Here, the linguistic inquiry can be traced to ancient civilizations like India, Greek, and China. Sanskrit grammarians in India and philosophers like Panini made significant contribution to linguistic analysis. Secondly, we have the classical period. In ancient Greek, scholars such as Plato and Aristotle discussed language and its role in thought and society. Their writing laid the foundation of Western linguistic thought. Thirdly, we have the Middle Ages. During this period, scholars in Europe like St. Augustine and St. Isidore explored languages, relationship with meaning and communication. Next, we have the Renaissance and Enlightenment. Linguistics saw a revival during the Renaissance and later in the Enlightenment era, with figures like Descartes and Locke examining language's connection to thought and knowledge. In the 19th century, this century saw the rise of historical linguistics, with scholars like Sir William Jones, and Ferdinand de Saussure making important contributions to understanding language evolution and structure. And in the 20th century, the field of linguistics diversified into various subfields, including the structural linguistics, transformational grammar, and social linguistics. Noam Chomsky's work on generative grammar had a significant impact. Next on the background of linguistics is the modern linguistics. Linguistics today encompasses a wide range of approaches, including computational linguistics, psycholinguistics, and more, with a focus on understanding language structure, use, and evolution. The field of linguistics continues to evolve, with ongoing research into areas like language acquisition, bilingualism, and the relationship between language and culture. It plays a crucial role in understanding the complexities of human communication and language diversity. Now that is the background of linguistics. Next, we are going to look through the types of linguistics. And here we have the several, including the first one is the phonetics. Phonetics. This is a subfield focuses on the physical properties of speech sounds, including their articulation, in bracket, how they are produced. Acoustic properties, these are the sound waves, and auditory perception. Secondly, the second type of linguistics is phonology. Phonology deals with the abstract, mental representation of speech sounds in a language, such as phonemes and their patterns. Phonology, this deals with the abstract mental representation of speech sounds in a language, such as phonemes and their patterns. The next type of linguistics is morphology. Morphology explores the structure and formation of words, including the study of morphemes, These are the smallest units of meanings. Next type of linguistic is syntax. Syntax is concerned with the structure and rules governing the formation of sentences in a language. It looks at how words are combined to create meaningful utterances. That's the fourth. And the fifth is the semantics. Semantics is the study of meaning in language. It examines how words, phrases, and sentences convey meaning and how that meaning is interpreted. The sixth is the pragmatics. Pragmatics explores how context and social factors influence language use. It deals with the study of implied meanings, speech acts, and communication in context. Next, we have the sociolinguistics as the type of linguistic. Sociolinguistic studies how language is influenced by social factors such as culture, class, gender, and ethnicity. It looks at language variation and change in different communities. Next, we have the psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics is the study of how language is processed in the human mind. It explores topics like language acquisition, comprehension, and production. The next type of linguistics is the historical linguistics. Historical linguistics investigates how language changed over time and how they are related through common ancestors. It helps trace the evolution of languages and language families. The next type of linguistics is the computational linguistics. This subfield combines linguistics with computer science to develop algorithms and models for natural language processing, machine translation, and text analysis. The next type of linguistics is the cognitive linguistics. Cognitive linguistics examines the relationship between language and cognition, including how language reflects mental processes and concepts. Next is the applied linguistics. Applied linguistics uses linguistic principles to address real-world issues such as language teaching, translation, and language. After the types of linguistics, we are going to look through the importance of the contribution of linguistics in history. And here are the sum of the contribution. The first one is the reconstruction of ancient language. Linguists can decipher and reconstruct ancient languages, allowing historians to interpret historical texts and inscriptions. This is particularly valuable in understanding the culture, politics, and social structures of ancient civilizations. The second importance is tracing language shifts. Linguistic research helps track languages shift and the spread of languages over time. This can provide insights into the movement of people, migrations, and cultural exchanges. The third, languages and identity. The third importance is the language and identity. The relationship between language and identity is a vital aspect of history. Linguistics helps explore how languages has been used to express identity, nationalism, and resistance in various historical contexts. Next importance is the cultural insight. The study of linguistic changes and language evolution can offer insights into cultural changes, such as the adoption of new vocabulary or the impact of colonization on indigenous languages. The fifth importance is the documenting oral histories. Linguists work to document and preserve endangered and indigenous languages. This can help preserve the oral histories of communities and indigenous knowledge systems, which are essential for understanding their history and traditions. The next important contribution of linguistics in history is language contact and borrowing. Through linguistic analysis, historians can study the impact of language contact, borrowing, and linguistic assimilation, shedding light on interactions between different cultures and societies. Next is the language policy and politics. The development and implementation of language policies have had significant historical implications, including issues related to colonization, nation building, and linguistic discrimination. Next is the literacy and historical text analysis. Linguistics aid in analyzing literacy texts and historical documents. It helps historians understand linguistic nuances, word choice, and the social cultural context in which these texts were produced. The other importance is the dialectology and regional history. The study of dialects and regional variations in language provides insight into regional histories, settlement patterns, and the historical development of different areas. Next, you have the advantages of linguistics. And I'll welcome my colleague to take you through the advantages of linguistics. Welcome.
I'm Judy Chepchirchir, a group member 4, and I'm going to take you through advantages of linguistics. First, through linguistic facts can be obtained about the movement of people and their relationship. For example, Bantu migration can be traced. Second, it helps us to understand communities better, as people with a common language may have common origin. Disadvantages. First, some languages have become hectic and difficult to understand. Second, it takes long to study a particular language before analyzing it. Third, borrowing of words corrupted at parent language. Fourth one, similarity of different words from different languages may cause confusion. The fifth one, the possibility of omitting some words when translating may lead to distortion of meaning.